I have a 1 million naira. Someone came into my DM to ask me about a travel process. I asked him, what route would you like to use to travel? And he said, I just want to travel out of the country. I have X amount of money. Now, let's assume the person's name is Mr. David. Now, Mr. David said, hello, Mr. Prince. I would like to travel to a country. Let's assume the country is Canada. I would like to travel to Canada. I have let's assume the amount is 1 million naira in naira. I have 1 million naira. There are different routes to go to a particular country. That brings me to the context of this video. I'm going to be talking about 8 easiest routes to travel out of your home country abroad. One of the routes I'm going to talk about is the study route. The study route is one of the fastest and the best route to travel out of your home country, but it's also the most expensive route. A study route may come as a short course or as a 1-year program, a master's, a bachelor, or even a PhD. And most people might not be able to afford the fees because most of this study route comes with a school fees. But there are some cases whereby you can get a scholarship. As most scholarship can be 70%, 80%, 90%, but you still get to pay for some of the fee. Applying for study route, sometimes you may need to pay an application fee, except you can get an application waiver. Anything from a 1-year program upward, you get a postgraduate work permit for most schools. But for short courses, it's just a pathway for you to go into the country by an invite. Because for short courses, you get an invitation inviting you probably to come and learn a language or come and learn a particular course in that country for a duration of time which is below 6 months. The second sweetest pathway to travel out of your home country is the work route. The work route is the one that you get a job offer from an employer in that country. The employer sends the job offer over to the government and applies for a work permit, telling the government that this particular individual has certain skills that we need, that we believe he possesses, but our own people do not have that particular skill, so we want him to come over. Most work permit take 1 to 3 months, and then you get the work permit. You use the work permit to actually apply for your visa to that country. And most of these job offers comes with accommodation, some also comes with transportation, and even some comes with an insurance. So going there, you have someone that might pick you up. The company will schedule someone to pick you up most of the time, and you get a place to live. You don't need to go through the hazard of looking for a job. That's the work part. So it's also an easiest pathway, but sometimes it's a little bit on the high side because most job routes you might need to pay using an agent, except you're lucky enough to get on some of the job websites. Number 3 route is the tourist route. The tourist route is the most common and most popular route. Someone may wake up and say, hello Mr. Prince, I need you to schedule for me a 3-day visit to Marrakesh, Morocco, 2-day visit to Cape Town, South Africa, and probably a week visit to Mauritius. And everything comes with the transportation, the flight booking, the hotel reservation, and all that. So someone may just decide to stand up and go to a country to just chill. You understand? Someone may decide I'm going to the United States just to go and have fun. I want to go to Miami Beach. I haven't been to Miami. So I want to go to London. A tourist route, you do not need an invitation letter for a tourist route for most cases. What you just need is to have a planned itinerary on most cases. Number 4 route is the visitors route. In this type of route, you have someone over in that country that you are going to meet. That person will have to give you an invitation letter, an invite, that together with his or her passport and other details. Probably the person is going to also send a sponsorship letter to say, yes, I will be sponsoring this person for the duration of time he or she will be at my place in so and so country. So from your own side, you just establish the relationship between you and that person, get an invite from that person, and then you can actually travel. So it's also an easy route because you have a clear intent of what you're going to do in that country. You're going to visit somebody, so the embassy knows you're going to visit somebody. You only need to prove your intent to return when you on such a visa route. Number 5 route is the medical route. The medical route, or what I call the emergency route. Yes, the emergency route. Yes, most times for the medical route, your visa are fast tracks. If probably visa process take 15 days, you get yours in 6 to 7 days. Why? Because it's an emergency. Like some people that wants to do surgery, or people that are in labor, that do not want to give birth in their home country, that want to travel out of the country to do such, to give birth or stuff like that, they apply for a medical visa, and then you get the medical route. And in most cases, when it's an emergency, you have to get a referral from a doctor that has evaluated you or examined you in your home country, and then you get the evaluation with the transcript and the correspondence between you and the hospital out of the country, and all this comes together for you to be able to get your visa from the embassy. Number 6 route is one route that was widely used last year and last upper year. That is the conference or business route. For most conferences, if you're not saying free conferences, you have to pay for most conferences. But one of the interesting things about conferences, for most of these international conferences, they are registered in the country and they can help you with an expedite letter. If you are traveling to the United States for a conference and you're going through an international conference, what will happen is when you apply for the conference, you are going to pay for the conference, and then the conference will send you an invitation letter. That invitation letter will be used to apply for your visa, your business visa or your conference visa, and you're able to go to the United States. In most cases, the conference organizers also send an expedite letter to USCIS, whereby USCIS will be able to fast track your visa processes so that the date you won't have collision of the date. Even though it's in Canada, the conference organizer will send a letter to IRCC to fast track your visa processes. That is a conference of business route. In most other cases for business route, it could be a fair, an event, it could be something international or a seminar. And in those cases, you are applying for a conference or a business visa. Number 7 is the au pair route. The au pair route is a process whereby you are trying to travel to a country but using a family. If you are going to look for a family, and that family, you're going to send them a letter, or there are also agencies that help with this process whereby you have to look for the family. The family is going to request you to come and spend time with them so that you'll probably be able to experience the culture, or probably to do 1 or 2 other things to make you assimilate into the culture. And in most cases, it's popular in Europe and in America. Or pair route, in most other cases, the only thing you have to do in return is probably if they have kids, you have to take care of the kids, the nanny them. But the au pair route is one of the easiest way, because you might not have to spend money a whole lot, because you already have a family that's willing to accommodate you, and then you can learn a new language. Lastly, I kept the best for the last. This is the best route to travel out of your home country, and this route is the job seeker route. The job seeker route is a route whereby you just need to go to that country with the visa, and the main intent of that visa is for you to look for a job. Now, someone asks, what's the difference between a job seeker route and a tourist visa route? Now, in a tourist visa route, when you go over to that country, you are not allowed to, in most cases, you're not allowed to do anything that's connected to money. You're not allowed to look for a job. You are coming there just to enjoy. Come there to spend your money. You understand? But in job seeker route, you are coming there to look for a job. So in your sole purpose of that visa is to look for a job. And most job seeker routes comes like 3 to 6 months. You understand? In job seeker route, you have the intent to stay there permanently, to work there permanently. So it's one of the sweetest route, because once you get that one, you can also, when you get the job, you can bring your family over to come and stay with you, and getting the TRP, the temporary resident permit, it's more easier for you. So these are the 8 best and fastest routes to travel out of your home country abroad, guys. So please like, subscribe, share this video to people that want to travel out of their home country. In Nigeria, we say people that want to jackpot out of their home country. So stay safe, guys. Ciao.